Ever wondered what it's like to have a fight so bad with your mom that even the FBI wants to take a look? I can tell you, it's not pretty, but it's where I learned that sometimes love needs a beginning and a lot of forgiveness. During the epidemic, my old school life was boring and heavy with classes. I was eager to find a new direction, so in grade 9, I went to study in Canada. My life at school went well at first, but then there was a mental turmoil, and my life was in a rut. Eventually, the school decided to have my mom fly to Canada to take care of me. The school did not allow me to live on campus due to safety reasons, and that really got on my skin. My mom ran to the house near the school, and I was speaking to school every day. I hated school at the time, and one day, I just felt like I couldn't survive another second at that place. So I went back to the house right after lunch. Mom crushed me angry. She thought I could at least give it a try by just staying there. You don't even have to study, just stay there. But I was too angry to give her a satisfying answer on why I came back early, and she was ready to beat the cream out of me, and that's what she did. I did the worst thing possible by returning a punch, and she couldn't believe it. She got upstairs. I left. I was walking in the opposite direction of the school. I was so angry at it at that moment. My mind went blank. I just had an uncontrollable urge to let my emotion out, and I thought I could survive on my outside. It was a very lovely, ordinary countryside, with grass, a clear blue sky, and horses. But I was in a whole different world. I just couldn't feel anything but desperation, and because the fight left some marks on my face. People pacing by would pull over and ask if I needed any help. I said no to all of them. But there was this one lady who kept pulling over, and finally she stopped, got off the car, and asked a bunch of questions. And she saw the school uniform I was wearing, and she said she would call to school. So I turned back, headed home. After I got home, Mom was crying. I wasn't sure how she felt, and she got hit by her own, and found out he left them without a message, leaving both of them alone in this country. She barely knew, but I then found out she called my dad back in China while he was sleeping, and from his tone, it sounded like he already knew what happened and was anxious. He asked me where I was and told me to hurry back. I felt a thing of warmth inside me, but it was hard to tell now. It didn't take long for the school to call my mom and ask us to go to the school health center immediately, and so we came up with a story of me falling over trying to cover up the mark on my face. But there were fingernail scratches on my head as well, so the health center didn't buy the story. Are you freaking FBI or something? Leave us alone. I couldn't be more desperate at that time. And then the head of the center took me to a room and took me out. Once I was down and didn't want to go to school, she checked my pulse and said, "Are you uneasy? Your heart rate is low." I knew. She was being nice, but the feeling of being recognized was certainly precious for me. At that time, anyways, at least she got the answer, and we were free to go. It must have been my inadequacy that put too much pressure on me. So now I'm going to enrich myself, strengthen my inner world, and just be your keeper. That bell and gazing at you, says Mom, looking back. Now I felt relieved, and I'm just fortunate to have a family that loves and supports me unconditionally. Now I'm able to put myself in my mom's shoes, and the struggle she had faced seemed unfathomable when we were living together in Canada. She had to work through the whole nights on weekends because of the time difference between China and Canada, and she held herself responsible by taking care of me at my knee. She worked because she knew she had to as a Crow woman and the mother. A part of me wishes I could go back to comfort her, but I know that my condition was too bad to do so, and that suffering only serves to strengthen us. I've, trans- I've transferred from school to school too many times, mostly because of my own actions. True, there were multiple locations my family still have my back. Every time I mess up, now we've all taken a huge leap and accepted each other much better. We never fought again, and now, more than ever, I can sense their love for me, and that's because we know what it means to accept and cherish love. Lastly, to my fellow travelers on this journey, called life, especially those of you with facing tough times, remember this: you are never alone. The people you love, even if you're lost with them, are your nurse in the store. Take the time to connect with them, to understand each other, and to forgive. And don't forget to take care of yourself. Find your own space, take a breather, go for a stroll, but maybe not as far as I did. So, let's move on with the knowledge that struggles can make us stronger and that love with his innate and lots of forgiveness is the most important resilience force in the universe. Thank you.